Good day everyone. For today's video, I'm going to discuss the evolution of a competitive swimming. For the ancient Greeks, swimming was a measure of culture. Those uneducated who can neither swim nor read and write cannot hold a public position, said Plato. Although swimming was not included in the program of the Olympic Games, it was an important part of education. In Athens, Solon made the exercise of the science of swimming compulsory in 594 BC. And Lycurgus, the lawmaker of Sparta, prescribed the same in a strict act on education in the 9th century. In Mesopotamia, we can find swimming and the pictorial or written records hereof in almost every nation's cultures from the Sumerian to the Assyrian. Their scientific achievements include water pools, swimming pools. Excavation in Syria revealed 4,000 years old baths, the water temperature of which could be regulated as desired. Many records related to swimming remain from the Assyrian too. When exploring the ruins of Nineveh, several reliefs were dug out from royal times from 1200 BC, which represented the swimming training of Assyrian warriors. Swimming was an integral part of combat training of the Assyrian, as well as young people in Israel received obligatory swimming lessons. Herod the Great, king of Judea, made swimming compulsory to all male children. And Mesopotamia, as well as in Egypt, developed a high standard body culture, which was connected to the water in many ways. Swimming and bathing in the Nile was also one of the religious obligations. They also had baths, not only the pharaoh, but archaeologists found pools for swimming at the dwelling of general people. The oldest pictorial records of professional swimming can also be seen in Egyptian papyrus from 3000 BC. The ancient Egyptians knew a number of swimming styles. Freestyle, backstroke, and breaststrokes are depicted in the representation found in royal tombs. The International Swimming Federation was founded only after the Olympic Games in 1908 in London. But the first world records in swimming had already been recorded earlier. The first start of FINA was the post-factum verification of the performances. A lot of interesting data can be observed. For example, most of the world records are in freestyles. Most of the men's world records are in event of the 100-meter breaststroke, while most of the women's world records are in the 200-meter breaststroke. The first record holder of the 100-meter freestyle and the multiple Olympic champion, the Hungarian Zoltán Halmay, who set up the record in 1905. However, it was Weissmuller who managed to cross first the 1-minute dream limit at the Olympic in Paris in 1924. At the beginning of competitive swimming, distances were measured in yards. Longer distances were calculated in miles, since traditional British distances 100, 200, 400 yards and 1 mile were dismissed. 1st of May 1957. FINA abolished in 1968 all the world records set up in distances measured in yards. In 1969, the final list of the 31 events was determined, in which one can beat a world record in a 50-meter pool, 16 male and 15 female events. In 1972, the registration of the world records to the nearest 100 was introduced. The change in the rules certain events and the development of the swimming techniques promoted new world records. From 1964, At the turn in freestyle, the walls of the pool were not to be manually touched anymore, which accelerated swimming. Over the years, the rule of the breaststroke have changed the most often. It's no wonder that so many world records were set up in the events. After the Olympic Games in 1956, FINA has banned underwater breaststroke swimming. Since then, the rules have changed several times. Most recently, a downward dolphin kick has been permitted after the start and the turns. The rule of the turns in backstroke were already in 1991, permitting a turn similar to a freestyle turn techniques. The short course record have been registered since March 3rd in the year of 1991. And that's all.